Monday morning, and here's our quest. We're going to go walk down through this cornfield. It's supposed to be a cloudy day, and we're going to search it for sheds, and I'll tell you, it's going to be a test of willpower. We're standing at a cedar tree that we found a matching 8-point set last year on the 28th day of February. It's a test of willpower to get down through all this corn, but it's a perfect day to do it. So without burning any more daylight, which I don't want sunlight, it's good to have a cloudy day. Might as well get it going. Well, that didn't take too long. We found our first shed in that cornfield. Tried to walk the center of 4 rows. That way I could cover the field faster. And you can see it's a beautiful overcast day. So let's get down there and get that shed. There's my orange marker. Now we'll go over here and find, I don't know if you can see my, there's my hillbilly GPS. So that's where the antler lies. We'll wander over there. And here's my hillbilly stick. And there was my reward. I didn't think it'd be too hard to find them. But you notice that cornstalk laying there. But, oh wow. That's cool. It's got a couple little kickers on it. Well, I think I'll leave my marking, my hillbilly, that's my hillbilly GPS. I think I'm going to leave that right here on this cornstalk. And then I can get a reading if we find the other guy. Right there. Boy, that's a nice shed. 25th day of March. Oh, nice 10-pointer. And had a little kicker on it. Oh, that's great. Well, I'm going to leave that here because it's going to be too hard to carry. I think I'll just take it back away. No, I'll take it over to the tree. I know what I'm going to do. Okay. All right. Persistence paid off. Yeah, just to give you a little contrast how hard that could be to find them in there. Same color as the cornstalk. Well, it's been a considerable time since we found the last one. Sun still hasn't come out. Yes, sir. We couldn't have picked a better day. This was the day to shed antler hunt in the cornfield. Let's walk over here and get this one. I'm sure it's not a match to the 10-pointer that we found, but it's an antler. There that little guy is. Now, I'll tell you what, you'd have never found that. You'd have never found that if the sun was shining. There's no way. No way would you have found that. And I might have the match to that. It seems like I picked up a little 4-corn like that. So that might be a matching set. Small, but still a matching set. Yeah, let's get over here and get him. Oh boy, he's a long ways down there. I gotta get right down to ground level on that guy. Oh, yep. Nice little guy. I think I might have found that other side of that little guy on the St. Patrick's Day. And it would be quite a jaunt from here. But there he is. Well, there was our bounty from when we started this morning. Here we are, Wednesday morning, the 27th day of March. What we're going to do here is we're going to measure when I found that little 2-point right side. We found this on St. Patrick's Day, or I guess the day before St. Patrick's Day, on the 16th of March. And we found the matching set to it on the 25th day of March, here Monday. And I just want to document the distance between these sheds. Now you can see it's at 0, and there's that right side. And once again, I still don't know the phenomena of why I find more right sides. And every matching set that I found this year, I found the right side first. If somebody has a real scientific, bare bones idea why that is, I'd like to know so I can share it with people, because like I say, I've found now 6 matching sets this year, and every one of the first shed was the right side. So let's get to walking before it gets too windy and too muddy out there. Ground zero. We're going to head off in that direction, southwest direction. That's where we found that shed, so we'll walk that direction. Going over here. This is amazing. I can't believe I've walked this ridge. We rode that 42 feet. And 42 feet, there is another small right side antler with some, and it got chewed on. Ah, man, I tell you, I don't believe this. At least he's pretty much there. Right there is where we found, the left side, and it would have been 554 feet. 554 feet apart is where we found the left side. And why that sun's out right now, you can see why it would really be hard to see in here with the glare that would be on the ground right now and the glare of the sun in the cornfield. So it was really essential to have that cloudy day when I found that small side, or any side as far as that goes. I found that 5-pointer in here too, not more, probably about 40 yards away. So it was really nice to have a cloudy day. A matching set if I ever found one. And here's the numbers on these little guys. And ended up with 19 2/8 on the right side and 19 3/8 on the left side. Well, it took a while since the last time we talked. Been to Big Timber today. Same place I took Tommy Benson the other day. And right up there is a pretty nice shed. Looks like it's been chewed on. I don't know. It looks like a split brow tine. So we're going to mosey up there. I'll show you how close I got to that beautiful cloudy day. And I shot a buck in here a couple years ago, and right on this trail. So let's mosey up here. 1, 2, 14, 15 yards to some white gold. Well, that's pretty darn nice. First human hand right here on the, I figured they could be bedding in here because this is a southeast facing slope. Oh, that is cool. That's cool. They've been broke off. But, well, that's a nice find for the day. Boy, did they stick out on that grass. Look at that when you throw it over there. They really pop out. They're really white. So much better on a cloudy day. Well, it took a while. A couple hours. But we got one over here. There's an old one right there. We'll walk over, see how close we got to it. Bright white. You know, the amazing thing about antlers is they don't move. They just wait there and intimidate you. They lay still and let you walk right by them. We're 1, 2, 3, 13. Hey, it's the left side. About time we got a left side. First human hand. Yeah, I'd say that was last year's. As white as that is. Nice old 10-pointer or 5-point. Oh, gotten pretty warm. Clear down to a t-shirt now. But as long as he's been there, he didn't get too much chew damage on him. I think that might be the match right there. I think that's an antler sticking up right there. Well, right here where we just picked this guy up. It's right here. And I think that tine's right there. Let's walk up and see. That's pretty cool if it is. 1, 2, 8, 9, 10. By God, I think that is a matching set. Too bad I didn't find it last year. Chewed up. Yeah, that would have been him. Nope, that's 2 left sides. 2 left sides. And all I could see was that little part sticking up there. My plan about hunting this area right here paid off. Because with a severe winter and a bean field to the north, and an ag field basically, I know the deer would be bedding here because this whole hillside would be sunny. Just a matter of a few minutes, we found 2 sheds. Oh, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. A lot of walking. There's an antler right at the end of my stick there. Been an old one. Yeah, boy. Sun is really bright. Boy, yeah, he's been there a long time. Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, about 15 minutes after, oh yeah, he, dang it. Well, this was a good bedding area. He's been there for who knows how long. Oh, well. Boy, he's green, chewed up on. Yeah. Nevertheless, you were in the right spot. Just a little late. Well, maybe a year or 2. Well, there you can see the time. I had to get in behind this big tree. Now, I'm not going to brag and do handstands. I realize that's not the best of the best condition. But I will compliment myself about hunting this area, knowing the winter, and this would have been a good south-facing slope area to bed. There are 3 different bucks found it to be that way. We haven't found anything fresh, but nevertheless, we were in an area that held bucks in the wintertime. The rub right there. That is my whole day stand down there that I sit in November. It's only about 100 yards east of here. And there again, you don't know how many bucks tore that tree up, but that's a good sized tree right there. Wow. Another thing you find when you're shed hunting. I wouldn't be over here hunting because you'd run everything out. So you let them go up there and then come back to you. But boy, they really worked that tree over. Well, it's probably, I walk up here. If I walk up here, I think this is an antler. Yep. That will be my 30th shed this season. Gonna rain, make it hard to get back in this area. So let's walk up here. This is how far we've seen it. 1, 2, 13, 14, 15 yards. 15 yards. 30th shed antler of the season. It's a lot of walking. First human hand to touch this. Thank you, Lord. That's this year's shed. Wow. 30. Number 30, if that means anything, which it doesn't. 1, 2, 3, whatever a person can find in the time they have to hunt is important, more important than numbers. Well, we did a little walking, and nice thing about this, we found a skull, and it looks like a shed buck skull. That's pretty cool. Oh, yeah, it's a shed buck skull. And that might just come in handy, about the size of those pedicles and the spread of that. I may be able to use that. That's a young buck. I may be able to put that right on those two little fork horns that I found. I can use that natural skull as the mounting skull for that. So something always of value. One man's junk is another man's treasure. Oh, and we found another little skull. That might be an opossum. We pick him up. Yeah. Little Donnie will get a kick out of that. He'll think it's a dinosaur skull. Everything's a treasure. Well, about an hour later, we found, I think I can get this in there. That's how careful you, I mean, you almost, now I'm sure that that antler was last year's. I'm sure that was a last year's shed, because it's really covered up with leaves. But I'm in the right location, because when I look up there, there's a rub right there, and probably no more than 10 yards away, you find that shed somewhere in there, right there. So this is how close you can get to these before you see them in situations. 1, 2, 3. 3 yards. He looks pretty good, and the leaf residue got blown around. But here we go, first human hand. I have no idea. It was in there. Oh, and like I said, that could have been last year's, but no chew marks, and not overly deteriorated. But just to be on the safe side, I'd figure it was at least a year old. But we still found one, nevertheless. Well, that's going to put a wrap on it for 2019. We started February 4th. It was a hard winter to hunt because of the snowpack. We found a couple today on the 28th day of March 2019. Found this real nice buck skull, and I didn't forget to pick trash up as I go along. I've leased this property for 27 years, and the owner is not walking on earth, so he's got a pretty good view from up above whether I'm holding up my deal or not. If I'm going to bend over and pick these up, and I'm too lazy to pick this up, he'll let me know about it in a roundabout way, I'm sure. So, that's it from the non-typical shed hunting. Work's a calling, and I hope you had a successful season, but big or small. It's not how many, it's not how big, it's if you got the physical health and the land and the access to go look for sheds. Well, here we are, April 5th, 2019. And behind me is my efforts of shed hunting this past since February 4th. We ended it up there, I think last week, and we found a total of 31 shed antlers, 2 dead heads, a shed buck head, and a doe head. With that, and like I said, we found 6 matching sets from a big 10-pointer to a small 4-pointer. It took a lot of work. And the sheds that you see behind me didn't come from a park, didn't come from an inner city. These deer are being hunted, and they get hunted hard. And to find 6 matching sets this year, I found 4 last year. So I feel quite extensive, and over my career now I found 32 matching sets. That doesn't mean diddly squat, really. I mean, it just means that you were fortunate enough to come up on them. You've seen how the distance was, how you can find them. Some are laying right there, and some are a considerable distance away. And but you just got to go out and have fun. And if you're hunting parks and stuff like that, my hat's off to you. But I prefer to hunt shed antlers, the land that I hunt, because park deer to me, and that's just my personal opinion, don't mean squat, because you're not going to hunt there anyway. But I try to educate myself as I shed hunt on last year's buck sign, and that doesn't really mean a whole lot, because you're reading sign that's behind the curve, and the buck that made that may be dead after the gun season, you know, so you don't really know. But at least you get a general idea where they might have trailed up and had a travel corridor. So I want to go over these with you. As you look down here, there's some ones with some considerable mass. That one had a lot of mass there and a lot of configuration. And ironically enough, the right sides sort of outweigh the left sides. All those matching sets, I found the right side first. I don't quite understand the phenomena behind that. But it's ironic how every one of those matching sets, the right side was found first. Now, as I step over here, we got this small little 4-pointer. One side was found on St. Patrick's Day, and the following side was found a few days later in the cornfield. There again, I found the right side first, and then the left side was in the cornfield, about 500 feet away. And that big 10-pointer was a matching set side by side that we found. So we got from that big 10-pointer, that 6-pointer, I did some alteration on the beam there. I put a brow tine on it somewhat the way it was from the video, because it was chewed off. And then, of course, that 8-pointer back there we found on February 4th, and I passed him up on October 13th on the new clover field. Now, here's a topic I want to go over with you on. You see that yellow tag on that dead shed that we found with Tommy Vinson? And then we found this here 8-pointer on the property. I believe that was found also on the St. Patrick's weekend. But you see that now the DNR puts those yellow tags on there. And that's so when you take it to the taxidermist, he's got that for documentation. And no matter how big or small, you're supposed to have it. And the other thing, you still have to have this salvage permit. The DNR officer will write that, and he'll write those tag numbers down on that. So that's something new for 2019. So if you're in Iowa and you don't have those yellow tags on your dead heads, you want to check into that and make sure you can get that on there, because you may find yourself in violation of the law. And now that we went over those, there's only one word that pertains to shed hunting. That's that word. I don't care about all the hype and all the so-called pro staff type personalities try to sell you some kind of formula. That's about as much BS that's in the bull pasture right now, because there's no validity, no time, no rhyme where a particular buck is going to shed his antlers. If you don't have this on that particular day, you're probably going to find your vehicle at the end of the day. But with that, you still had plenty of exercise. So that's enough of my rant. I hope you had a successful shed hunting, even if you found one or if you found none. If you got out, you should feel blessed that you had the energy and the physical ability to get out and walk your woods. So that's going to put a wrap on the shed hunt for 2019. So later down the trail.